Hi guys, it's David here, and I'm back with another episode of the Cerebral Palsy and Fitness Podcast. And today I have Ishani here. She's a podcaster and also a public speaking coach. And today she'll be sharing her life story, how she started from a shy girl to now this confident, vibrant DJ, uh, podcaster, and professional speaking coach. So Ishani, welcome.
Oh, RJ, I think you said DJ.
Oh, was it RJ? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
RJ. We
here
can
we go.
go again.
Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So it happens. We all make some crazy mistakes. So we'll just continue. So
Yeah, yeah,
welcome
we
to the
can.
show. Welcome to the show.
Hi, David.
How are you? I'm so excited to have you on and share your story.
Thanks a lot, David. I'm so honored to be on your podcast, and I have heard so many podcasts as well as about your show. It is so damn interesting, and thanks for inviting me here. I would love to share my story on your platform.
So so I wanted to kind of start the interview with a little bit about, I guess, yourself and how you overcame this shyness to become who you are today. And I know you mentioned and correction, RJ, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So
So,
so
yeah,
feel free to tell me your story.
yeah. So I am basically a radio jockey by profession. And very recently, I have started with my public speaking coaching. So let us go back into the flashback. I would like to share what kind of girl I was by nature. I was a very introvert kind of a girl, a very shy girl who would not really turn up for answering any question or for speaking up generally in a group of people. But gradually, what happened is I was looking for a job. I was applying for this job in various places, in different companies, different organizations, but unfortunately, I was not getting any job. The reason being, I did not have any work experience. Because of my shy nature, because of not being able to speak up very confidently, I was losing any job that was coming my way. I was getting interviewed in so many other companies, so many organizations, but unfortunately I was not getting because of my nature. But ultimately, I had applied to this one job as a radio jockey. Okay. I was applying to the positions for the positions where I was eligible for. And I was eligible for this position. It is in a government organization, and they would actually give you some training. So I did not really need any skills, but I needed a graduate level degree, and I was already a graduate. I was more into academics and everything. So finally, I got into this job, okay, as a radio jockey. I cleared the written examination. They praised my voice. They said I have a nice voice, I have a radio voice. So I got selected for that. And then the training began. Let me tell you, I was pretty freaked out my first day. Looking at the console, looking at the mic, and there is this red bulb inside every studio that will show that you are live. It will glow red if you are going live, and it will be turned off when you are done. My God, that was really freaking me out. I was so damn scared. But yeah, but finally, my first show, although I was very nervous, I had to do something about it. Otherwise, I would have ended up losing that job. And I really needed that job in that time. So finally, I told myself it is okay. Go and Just imagine you're talking to one person, to your friend. The mic is your friend, and on the other side of the mic is your best friend. If you can trick your mind like that, then of course you will you will forget your fears. It will be so much better for you. And this actually worked, this
Eh,
totally worked for me.
You know, it's funny. It's better than actually having to picture somebody without with their on their boxers or like completely nude. You know how they usually tell you, oh, picture a nude crowd, maybe that might help you. And like, no, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I know. There are so many coaches who, I mean, I have heard this thing. People suggest that imagine them like that and you won't be afraid anymore. But if you picture them like that, it might even make you laugh at them, isn't it? So there is another risk in that case. And so, yeah, after that, with practice, after every show, I was gaining my confidence. I started becoming more and more confident with every passing show. With every show, I was also improving myself. And thanks to my trainers, my mentors who taught me, who trained me into radio anchoring, I'm really, really so grateful to them. They taught me a lot of things. And finally, I have been working for the past 4 5 years in the radio organization in my country, India. Then I decided that it is really important for me to share my knowledge and experience with the people out there. I have also come across coaches who are not so experienced, who are going and teaching people. So I thought it is better if somebody who has been into the industry, who knows what is what, that person should go out and teach. So that is why I decided to become a coach. And finally, I am training people.
That is
So yeah.
that is awesome. You seem like you've done very very well for yourself as far as like building that confidence and getting over as they say stage fright, and we all go through that at the beginning of stages of speaking or just life in general when you have to speak in front of a crowd. I began my public speaking journey back in 2017, and my first appearance was in front of a group of college students in one of the biggest universities in the US. And let me tell you, I was a sweaty mess at the end of it, because I wasn't used to speaking in front of a crowd, so I was expecting a huge turnout. But at the same time, I'm blessed that people came to listen. So, in your situation, it's pretty much the same. You kind of started off, feeling nerves and anxious, and you worked your way to where you're at today, where you're not nervous at all. It's like a cakewalk to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have pinpointed a very important thing. Usually, the people there, they feel it is a bad thing to be nervous. But I always tell the people that it is really not bad to feel nervous. It is just your body doing some mess with you because you are not used to it. It happens with anything, not only public speaking. It can happen with any other activity, any other skill. If you are trying it out for the very first time, you are going to feel nervous. That is very normal because our mind is tricking us. Basically, it is telling us that you are going to screw this up. Please don't even think of doing this. That is what our mind is telling us.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is why, because of those negative thoughts, uh, we start panicking, and then the stress hormones are produced. And because of those stress hormones, we start getting nervous, all those symptoms of, sweaty palms, then shaky legs, these hands are moving, all those things. Yeah, even so, what do you get? Parched throat. All these symptoms are because of that stress hormone that is produced when you are nervous. So instead, we should try and turn this stress, this thing, into something positive. We should think of it as an opportunity. Oh my God, I'm getting an opportunity to share my story with the people. This is something so great. I should be excited about it instead of being nervous. I'm getting to talk to people. If you can turn this, I know this this is easier said than done, but when you start speaking, when you do this every now and then, you are going to become confident. It is just a matter of few sessions where you appear in front of the people, and gradually you will start becoming more and more confident. Then you will start loving this. You love talking to people, you love giving presentations in front of the people.
Is that what prompted you to I guess venture into writing your book?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then tell
I
me a little
thought
bit
of
about your
writing
book.
this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell me a little bit about your book. What's it about, and what's the message behind it?
All right. So I have written this book called An Anchor's Secret to Conquer the Fear of Public Speaking. Actually, during the lockdown downtime, which is last year, 2020, I thought that yes, I had some people talking about being very fearful of speaking, of getting the stage frights and all those nerves, holding them back from speaking. And I thought, it why not write down a book? I had some time with me, so I started writing down that book from my own perspective, like what tips or what methods to follow, especially when you are fearful. That is going to help you calm your nerves down and at least start speaking confidently in front of the people. These are the very basic tips that we anchors use. Not only me, but other anchors too. So I thought of sharing all those things within that book. It is, I'm sure it is going to help people. They will get to know the perspective of an anchor, a radio anchor. So that is what this book is about, and I am giving it away for free, absolutely no charge.
Hey, that's nice of you. Free is always good. Free is um it's always good. I mean, if you can get a free book, hey, free book, free food, you know?
Yeah, I thought of my intention was to help people out there. It is not always right to charge for everything. I thought, why not just help people out? There might be so many people who might want this thing, who might get benefited after reading this. So I thought, it's okay, let me give this for free. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean it's always good to help people and give back, so to say, with everything you do. Um and it's it's definitely rewarding when you can see it being passed down and people are actually enjoying it, and you hear good comments, and like I said, sometimes bad comments, but it's all part of what you do, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure. I mean, so far, whoever has read my book has left some positive comments about it. And I'm not sure about the other side. But yeah, I would love to share it with more and more people, whoever needs it. So
I'll
yeah,
make I'll make sure to be
definitely.
the first one to put a negative comment in there.
All right, all right. Let me see if you can try reading it and then leave a. I'm sure you won't be able to do that.
If you can go back and tell the younger version of yourself, I guess how to be, or how to find yourself and be confident, what would you tell her?
Okay, I would say you should just take that first step. Just be a little more courageous, a little more bold, and take that first step. First step is the hardest step. But if you can take that step, then the other steps become so damn easier. So you just need to go out and at least give one presentation or one talk in front of the people. And if you're able to do that, even if you are just completely making a fool out of yourself, that is what will make you more confident the next time you go and speak on a stage or on any platform. Because personally, I have messed up my presentation once. That was my first presentation. And my teachers pointed out that there was some really drastic mistake in my presentation, okay? In front of the entire class. And I was so damn embarrassed about that because I knew that there is this mistake. Even I could point that out very well. But getting pointed out in front of the entire class is so damn embarrassing.
Oh yeah,
But because
it is.
yeah, and because of that thing, my first presentation and that embarrassment, I was no longer fearful of anything. I thought, now once it has already happened, I know how it is. But now I'm not going to make this mistake again. I'm not going to repeat it. Next time I'll be more careful. And yes, the next presentation was far better, I would say. And my teachers, my professors appreciated my second presentation. But gradually, it is all about improvements with every single presentation that you make. I believe that.
That's all you can do is just take it one day at a time and work at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think that's a piece of advice you can really use for not just your younger self, but for everyone that's
Yeah, for
trying
sure.
to uh, not just get into public speaking, but just life in general, you know?
Yeah, in general, you can be in any field, not just public speaking or anything. You can be in any field. Even if you want to be in a sport, maybe you want to be an athlete, even then I would say, now you are an athlete, David, so you obviously can relate to this. Your first maybe your first game is completely screwed up. You are just learning about a particular game, so obviously your first game, your first sport might not be what you might have imagined it to be. But gradually, with every game, you are improving yourself. So it is, for everything, a skill is a skill and it needs to be polished. That is what I believe.
Yes, you have to continue to work on things, even though the first time it doesn't come out well. It'll over time it'll get better and better, you know. And
For sure.
is it so to kind of take away from all this? What's I guess a positive message or a piece of advice you would leave my listeners that are kind of struggling in I guess being confident and dealing with anxiety, and how does one get over that?
All right. So anxiety and everything is because of one very important thing, and that is the fear of being judged. That is one thing we fear the most, that, oh my God, the people are going to judge me if I say something. They might feel that I'm unworthy of speaking on this topic, or I'm unworthy of anything, or maybe I will make a mistake and they'll start laughing at me, they'll mock at me. This is the fear that we have most of the time. Sometimes we don't even realize that. But subconsciously, this fear has embedded within us, that we are so scared of people judging us. So if we can remove that root cause, then definitely we can become a very confident speaker if we really don't bother about what people have to say about us, because it is our story. We are just sharing something which might benefit the other person. If we keep on thinking about what others are going to say, then we cannot ever progress in life. Let me give you an example about the YouTube videos. You have seen so many YouTubers with millions of subscribers. There are people who hate them, who will always dislike their videos despite the fact that that is a brilliant video. But there are majority of the people who would like the video. Okay, there will be people who would leave positive comments, but there are also people who would leave negative comments on a particular video. So this is life, and especially if you get in front of more and more people, this is going to happen to anybody. I'm going to give you another example, and I'm sure you will relate to this. There are celebrities out there, right? Even the celebrities, they get trolled every now and then, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they do.
They for any damn thing they'll get trolled. Maybe some people did not like the way they dressed. They'll just start commenting on it. But do you think the celebrities will take that to their heart and see that, oh my God, this person has left such a bad comment on my dress. I'm not going to show up. I'm going to sit inside my house. I'm not going to come in front of the people. Of course not. They don't do that. They will still show up. They will still come in front of the people, because what they bother about is the fans, the people who love them, the people who idolize them. So we need to come out in front of the people to share our story, because we never know whom we are benefiting. We never know whom we are inspiring. So that is what I believe is very, very important. You need to go out and share your story. That is so important.
Awesome, great message. Definitely great advice, and I personally enjoyed learning about your story and how you've become this confident, vibrant, you know, beautiful human being, that's out there helping people no matter, no matter, the circumstances. And, I could tell you do it from your heart, all the time. So that's wonderful.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you so much for your kind words. It really means a lot. And it also encourages me to share my story more, so that I reach out to more people. I believe I just have one motto: to help out people out there. So that is my motto in life, to help people out there.
Helping people out there, folks. You heard it here. Always help people and never expect anything in return, which is it's the best feeling. It's like they say, it's better to give than to receive.
Yeah.
Well, Ishani, thank you for being on the show. I had a blast, and I'm sure my audience had a blast listening to you, and I'm excited to hopefully be able to broadcast this episode everywhere. So this episode will be on YouTube, Spotify, uh, it'll be on Apple, and I'll definitely post the links down to your book and to any other social medias you have. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And remember, if I can do it, so can you.